Hi, and welcome to another Library 101. This Library 101 will go over library policies. So, library policies. Why do you need them? You need library policies because they protect the library and its employees. Policies give employees something to reference when they have made a decision that was unpopular with a patron or even a board member. Policies give the library some leverage when confronted with different types of issues. Finally, policies clear up any confusion that might exist with decisions that the administration or even employees make. What should you have a policy on? You can't possibly have a policy on everything that comes up in a library, but it is important to cover some specific topics. Having a policy on donations helps you when someone donated a book to the library that wasn't kept, but now they want to know where it is at. Or when a donor wants to put a value on the items that they have donated for tax purposes. Both of these scenarios put the librarian that they are speaking to in a tough spot, but a policy that covers these issues by simply stating that the library doesn't keep everything that is donated and will not put a monetary value on donated items will allow them to reference the policy and hopefully clear up any hard feelings with the donors. Having a deselection or weeding policy. This is probably one of the most important policies to have because you will inevitably have pushback when you begin to weed the library. This pushback might come from the community or even your own board members. Stating in a policy what the rationale for weeding is and what the guidelines are will show those who are against weeding why it needs to be done. Another important policy to have is a collection development policy. This will guide the staff in what purchases to make for materials, but should also justify why something was purchased. So when a book is challenged by someone, the librarian that is handling the situation can reference the policy and share it with the patron. There are many different parts of the library that should have policies. These three are just a highlight of items you should have a policy on and why. So how do you write one? Now that you know how important policies are, you probably want to know how to write one. There are resources out there to help you write any policy that you think your library will need. The American Library Association has a workbook for policy writing available on their website. This will explain why a policy is needed and how to get started in writing one. The North Dakota State Library has policy and form templates available on our website. These are intended to give the library generic policies to either build a specialized one or to at least have one in case it is needed. Finally, your library development specialist is a great resource. They know why policies are important and know what other libraries that are comparable to yours do and don't do. Policies can be confusing, but they are a necessary component to the library world. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at ndsltrain@nd.gov or give your friendly library development specialist a call.